Oh my God, we were here a year ago. You're absolutely right. We walked this, I remember this, I think.
So we're at a house today. One of our repeat clients called us. They said, hey, I had to throw this other GC, this other contractor off this project. It's not going well, it's taking too long, budget's going crazy, whatever the answer is. I don't know the reason. He just told us we threw him off. We use you guys all the time, we like you guys. Let's go ahead and just move you guys in this one. So the project's supposed to be about half done. We're gonna take it from half done and see what it looks like, take an inventory, get back with the owner, give him a price, all that stuff, see what we gotta do to finish it.
Don't know where the lock
Might be behind the gate.
I don't know how we can get in the gate.
I don't know either. Well, that's interesting. I just didn't paint that part. Paint the brick, but you don't paint this, and then you don't paint that.
Not done yet.
You can tell this is one. Now, to be fair, they're halfway through. He pulled them off. Who knows if they were gonna come back and do this, but even this, that needs a second coat. Did you try going around the other side?
He's got it screwed shut. I have my tools with me.
I don't think there's any way in that gate either.
Bastard.
I mean, you wanna just break it? Break it, put it back together. These are new doorknobs. They painted right over it. Same here. Maybe they're gonna repaint this white, right? Who knows? Just general, you know, shoddy stuff you wouldn't want when you're paying for the job. No box? Do you have his phone number? And just ask him where the box is. I didn't see it on the meter out front either. Look, they sprayed the window. You would think it's dust on the window, but no. So now someone's gonna have to come out here and scrape clean that window. And we haven't even made it inside yet. He said drill it. He said just drill the locks. He said he called him, texted him. Guy's not responding to him, acting like a child. Do we have locks?
No, gotta go to Home Depot.
So we had to come back to the shop, grab Frank's drills and hammers and all that. My other truck's in the shop, so I didn't have it. Now we gotta run to Home Depot, grab a new lock set, because we're gonna drill through the existing lock set. Grab a new lock box for the owner, because the last guy just took the lock box with him. We actually have to change 4 lock sets, because there's security doors too, so it quickly becomes, off the top of my head, $200-300 of an expense that the new owner's gonna have to deal with.
At least we're in a marked truck.
Yeah, well, we all got clothes on. Oh, you know what I mean? We've all got logoed branded clothes on.
See those holes? So we're gonna drill those out. One. Look at that.
Do you think we get in trouble for like showing this? How to break into houses? Yeah.
You could probably show how to make a bomb if you don't make a bomb.
How can you show how to make one if you don't make one?
Just don't do that last step.
Just don't do the last step.
Oh, look at that. This is going pretty good so far. Watch, this one's gonna take an hour.
Yeah, it never goes this smooth.
We're on our 4th bit.
And it just chews through them.
Whoa. Son of a bitch. That was fast, man.
So, frame of reference, it took us about 2.5 hours to get here, find out there's no lockbox, call the owner, hear that there's no key here, try to call the previous contractor that got thrown off the job. He didn't want to be helpful, I guess is the word. So he didn't provide key, location, lockbox, nothing. He took it with him, it's gone. Had to go to Home Depot, had to go to the office, had to come back here. That took us like 2.5 hours, and it took us all of like 5 minutes
Not even, we were in there.
to get in the lock.
It's my best one yet, I think.
That was very quick. Now, as you can tell, the job is not done.
Yeah, something's not good here.
No, it's a dead animal. That's what that smell is. That's, well, you can't smell it, but it's dead animal.
So we got cabinets, flooring.
I'm guessing we're reusing the doors.
Stop with the electrical. Is he keeping them?
Well, you're not keeping that. There's no way.
All right. Where's the deep power? No power. Looks like he fixed the floor.
Those are not the right size window screens.
It's not looking like the right one now.
Oh my God, look at all this patching. I mean, gee. Oh, there's a fire there, and that didn't get addressed.
Oh man,
So that's an electrical problem. That's a fire in the outlet. So what we're doing is we're gonna go through and we're gonna take an inventory of what's been done and what's not been done. And number one, the owner said there should be this material here. So far, nothing's here but the cabinets.
Look at this beautiful patch.
He said he believes all the drywall work has been finished. Clearly not the case. Now, this guy, where does he live? California?
I think Dave's in California.
I think he lives in California. So obviously he's not here. He's not local. He's not gonna be able to see any of this, but the drywall's not done. I mean, that speaks for itself. That's atrocious. It looks like they did get windows in, mostly.
Like a weed bag.
They haven't been trimmed out or anything, and it looks like they got the demo done. Frank, this is rough.
Look at this.
I mean, I don't know how much money he spent here, but nothing's happened except demo and an exterior paint job.
Seeing if there's anything dead in here. There's like...
Well, I don't smell it back here. It's in the front half of the house.
That's a quarter.
Isn't it crazy? Let's think about this. There's nothing down there but black and mild tips and cigarette butts.
Yeah, and just, you can imagine whose fingernail that was.
But you've got a window right here. I don't smoke or anything like that, but like if I was smoking in my house.
Look at that. Oh, that's probably a bad sign.
If I was smoking in my house, my first idea would not be, hey, let's ash this and throw it in the register.
This is disgusting. I always look at the registers because you should clean them out in your house. It's absolutely disgusting.
Well, and so that's all just blowing through your house.
Yeah, if you're buying a used house or...
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying a used house, that's a good point. A lot of the market, not in Detroit, but in a lot of other places, even the suburbs here, the market has really shifted to build to rent instead of reno to rent. So a lot of people are just building rentals.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I mean, nothing's been done here.
No,
He got windows and he only painted street side. Look at that.
Well, this isn't even finished.
Well, look at the brick.
Yeah. Oh my, oh wow.
I mean, who knows about that wiring?
He started skim coating.
So the inventory so far is all the demo was done. That's good, that saves a few dollars. The outside was painted, that's good, that saves a few dollars. The fence is done, but other than that, I mean, the drywall work's not done. We got holes everywhere. They've pulled all the electrical out of the ceiling for some reason. I don't know why. It looks like they were running new wire in the kitchen, but we don't really have a way to know. They did something in here with this, but I mean, this is clearly nowhere near finished drywall. There's a lot to be done here, as you can tell. And so when you come in on a project like this, we call it an SOS. We do a couple of these a year where somebody throws another contractor off and they're like, look, you guys, they messed it up. I need it done. Can you guys take care of it? And we're like, yeah, we can, but look at this. Anyone who understands construction knows that this is just like not what you do. I mean, this stuff is more wood filler and putty than it is anything else.
So bad.
Granted, you can put it in there, sand it down, refinish it. It'll look fine, but like,
Look at
it's
this.
just not what you do.
This is so disgusting.
Why are you doing it?
So I'm curious. I mean, this is what's in your vents. We could do a series just on this. I mean, this is what you're breathing. People wonder why they have asthma.
I think his name was Wyatt.
It could be. So it sounds like it could be a Wyatt. Yeah, he's in the beginning stages of his...
I mean, demo got done. Here's another question. Why are you putting cabinets in before you got flooring down?
Wow, and or painting.
Yeah, I mean, there's not been painting, the flooring's not down. Now, you typically want to put your flooring down so that your flooring runs under your cabinets. 20 years from now, the layout and the look of cabinets and kitchens and things is going to be all different than it is now. So when you pull the old cabinets out, you don't want to have to try to match, at that point, 20-year-old flooring to try to make it fit, or you don't want to have to get custom cabinets that fit your footprint. So you want to run the flooring under the cabinets. For some reason, they're putting cabinets in before they've even run the flooring.
Okay.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's his hanging board, right? But
So you level the board, right? So then you put your cabinet on, but then you shim your cabinet.
yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't level the board and just hang to the level board, but I'd have fired him a long time ago.
Let's see what's going on down here. Well, this is where the smell's coming from.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
something's dead down here. Oh God,
Smells like a
yes.
farm or something.
Smacks you right there.
Smells like a horse or something.
Whatever they were doing with the electricity, man.
Where's the panel?
They
God,
would-
it smells down here.
And this is fresh dry lock too on the wall. So what does that smell? Oh God, somebody stole all this shit.
Ah, that's not unusual.
Well, but that's what that is. That's not someone who took it out. That got ripped out. Oh, here's your panel.
Fuck, look at that. Look at they cut that off.
Yeah, they did. Cut it right out.
Man, what the hell is this?
All the plumbing is hanging. So all this that you see, this red, and behind Connor, this blue here, and then this was red and blue but has been painted black. That's all your plumbing. It should not be hanging because as water runs through this, it's gonna add weight and do that. So it shouldn't be hanging, it should be clipped in. Frank, the other problem I have, look at this.
Oh, snap. That's bad. Don't do that. That's cast. He should have just run a whole new one. Well, maybe they were going to because they did a new stack.
They did here. Well, no, this is old.
Was he going to try and...
This is new. He was gonna try to tie in right here, I think.
It's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. He was gonna have to bend it somehow.
Why not just turn that?
He didn't think.
Oh my God. So now he's going to come off of here and turn.
Yeah, so the problem is this, if you continue it out, it's gonna go to here. It's not gonna go to here, which is where it needs to go. So you would think you would position this in a way that you turn the pipe and this will feed into it, but...
Look at his drain.
Or
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. There's no plumbing here. There's no plumbing, there's no electrical. And obviously you can't move this pipe, right? But you could have put something here to pull it out this way that it would have ran straight to it.
what are these?
Are those vents?
This should be here.
But this is venting, right?
No, this should be to something, and this should be to something. Maybe this is for
Well, kitchen's right here.
Maybe kitchen, maybe
Kitchen's
bathroom.
above us. Yeah, because kitchen's on this wall.
He's got electrical issues.
Well, and plumbing and HVAC. I mean, and you know, it's not funny. We're laughing, but chances are the owner spent some real money to get to this stage and he thinks a lot of progress has been made. Nothing's been done here.
So when you see electrical tape on your wires in the box, that's not good.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Here's the thing, all those new wires that were up there are going where?
It's not into here, because none of that's new wire,
this is
so they're spliced in somewhere else.
Maybe there's some.
That ain't new wire. Look how dirty that is.
I don't know. That's the problem when you walk into something like this. Here's a nice speaker.
Yeah, and that's something you have to take account for too, right? When you're coming into a job and you're starting a job from scratch, you're like, well, I took everything out. I knew what the floor plan was. I knew what lights worked, what lights didn't, yada, yada. I could kind of troubleshoot that. When you're coming into this, you're coming in blind. This guy's obviously ripped all the plumbing apart, ripped all the electrical apart, and ran some new stuff, but none of it to where it should go. So like now we got to come through and just even diagnose all this before we can even start the job.
I don't know what he was doing.
So hopefully he didn't spend too much money to get to this point. Should you just call him? I want to tell him there's nothing happened.
Hey, so we're in the house. I don't know where you think this job is at, but they've pretty much demoed it.
The drywall, I mean, none of that's done.
Upstairs, none of the drywall's done?
No.
I mean, they've started patching, but like, it's not, I mean, it's nowhere near a finished level.
Wow, okay. Yeah, well, I was under the impression that it had at least primer on.
Oh God, no.
I mean, this is like starting from fresh.
Yeah, it's like this is probably day 3 or something.
How much, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but how much did you spend to get to this state?
I think about 20 in.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, Dave.
I want
Jesus
that contract
Christ.
next time.
Start coming to us first and not last.
So he bought the furnace and he's been holding it at his house. And I told him to drop it at the house.
Well, he's holding it at his house because he got a new furnace.
Yeah, there was a new roof put on.
Oh,
new
I didn't
fence,
check that.
I didn't see that.
the windows, and then the cabinets.
No, the roof is new, but maybe.
It looks fine.
How many windows?
10 or 12, it can't be that many.
2, 3. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't realize there was a roof.
I mean, that's probably not
Yeah, with the roof and the fence, you're probably not too
probably
bad.
not horrible then. It's just slow. Is it just one guy? Is that what's happening?
Well, yeah, I guess what's the problem? Why did we take him off?
Like, he would say he was there all week, and like I have security cameras, and I'm like, dude, like.
I usually wave to it, but I never know if you're watching.
So it just got to the point where it's just like, dude, this has drug on forever, and I don't want to babysit anymore, you know?
I feel bad for these guys because, you know, these handymen or whatever would do so much better if they just focused on one thing at a time.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, see you guys.
Take care.
I was gonna say see you guys, but I realized Frank's staying here when we hang up.
Probably just a handyman.
Oh, 100%. It's somebody in way over their head.
You can't say you're here if you're not.
Well, and that's what they did is they just kept starting because they didn't know how to finish anything. You can tell just by the state of it, they knew enough to get started, but not enough to do anything. Because demo and that sounds rough, but demo and taking things apart is a whole lot easier than then having to put new stuff back. So I'm guessing that's what happened. They were just in over their head at that point, or maybe they're just a roofer. They're not an inside guy, but they ended up getting the whole project. So the roof looks good, the fence looks good, they're outside guys.
Oh, you could see he doesn't do drywall. You could tell he doesn't.
Yeah, the drywall's not a drywaller. You either got to stay in your lane or at a certain point you got to throw your hands up and be like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I need some help here.
Right, which probably would have saved him on the job.
Oh, he would have kept the job. I guarantee it. If you go to the client and you say, look, man, this isn't something that's normally in my wheelhouse. I'm not super comfortable with this one. Do you know somebody, or there's another guy I could bring in, or whatever? People are willing to work with you. But it's when you try to be like, no, I got this, and then you don't show up for 3 weeks. You know how he could have fixed this problem? If he was just using a system like Jobber. Systems are the most important thing for a business like this, but Jobber's nice because you've got scheduling, you've got invoicing, you've got everything all in one. So had the client been using a system like Jobber, he could have been putting updates in the app, taking pictures of everything he's done. He could have been tracking the expenses so they know how much they've spent, what they've paid for, this, that, and the other. He's even got scheduling on it. So the owner's got cameras here and he's talking about how Oh, I never see anybody on the cameras. This guy never showed up. Well, if you have an app tracking you and it tells you every time you're here, you're on the schedule, you're tracked, I mean, then you got real receipts that you're here working. It sounds like he just didn't have a system. Now, if you're in the home service business like us, renovation, construction, lawn care, whatever, Jobber is a great software to use. We actually are now a brand partner with Jobber. So if you use our link, you'll get 20% off in the description below. Like I said, it's really an all-in-one service. It handles everything. Even like we were talking about, he probably pissed the guy off. It has customer relations. It's got everything in it. It's a great software. If you want to try it for free or you want to get 20% off of a full plan, just go ahead and use our link in the description and you can try Jobber for yourself. Well, and hopefully this is the job that he gets thrown off of and he realizes that he was over his head and he realizes where he made the mistake. And
If he'd have just been honest.
yeah, and then he goes forward and he, hopefully he learns that had I done this or had I tried this or had this conversation or whatever, then maybe I could have salvaged the job, salvaged the relationship, right? It's a learning process. You got to learn, but try not to learn on other people's dime and timeline. So we're gonna go back to the office, write up the quote. Frank grabbed a bunch of pictures, send it all over with the quote, send over the pricing. We'll talk with the owner again and be like, look, this is what the house needs. Let's get it done. So if you want to see another video like this where we walk through one of these properties, click right here.